Well, hi everybody, Shihan here. It's been a while. Just trying to add another tip video to our vlog here. This will be posted into our website, so make sure you log into the students area to see this. I'm going to go ahead and send the link to everybody on WhatsApp as well. So I just want to talk about two things. One is trusting the process, and the other is attitude is everything, or as we say all the time here on the t-shirt, that's what it says, but attitude, especially with higher ranks, like people that are getting ready to test. So the first thing I want to say about trusting the process, especially for students but parents alike, is that when we say trust the process, you have to trust the idea that karate training takes a little time. It doesn't just come, doesn't just transform you or your child because you come a couple months. It takes time, it takes process, and it takes repetition and patience, and sometimes a little sacrifice. So in that regard, trust the process, because it's the process that actually changes lives. So when somebody has frustrations, anger, they're not patient, they're not focused, they're not dedicated or determined. These things take time to develop. So if somebody wants to develop determination, they have to keep on trying and build their effort little at a time. Sometimes their threshold is a little low in the beginning, and then they learn patience and get a little bit more effort and try harder because they've been here longer, or they've trained longer. So trust the process. It does take that from everyone, from the student alike, or from the parents. Second thing I wanted to talk about was high-ranking students, attitude towards testing, attitude towards improvement. We have a few students that are getting ready to go for their purple belts or brown belts. Some are on the brink of black belt. And what I want to say is that those are the three ranks, like purple, brown, and black. Those are the three belts that I say it's no longer just about classes, stripes, or minimum attendance. You have to put the right attitude in. So for example, you want to be a purple belt or a brown belt or a black belt, you have to show positive attitude. In other words, if somebody gives you a correction, or sensei, or shihan, or senpai, don't frown when somebody corrects you. Look at it as they're doing you a favor, trying to help you. That's one of the things we look for. If you're one of those people that when you get a correction or assisted in training, and you take that as a negative, rather than a positive, then you don't have the right attitude. So that takes positive attitude. So when you're getting corrected, it's because we want you to get better, because your technique and the standard at that level, at a purple belt or a brown belt or a black belt, is much more fine-tuned than, say, a red belt. So we are looking for higher level technique, higher level form, higher level skill. So you must be positive in your attitude. The other thing is that no matter who is instructing, me, Senpai Michael, Zena, Sensei Tom, whoever, anytime you are asked to do something, you must be enthusiastic. You must be ready to perform on command. You must be determined. You must be ready to push forward and dedicated to improving. If we see you kind of cruising along just with class attendance, and then you just start kind of slowing down and your progress is getting less and less and you're not improving, you actually have a chance of not being eligible to test for your next rank, even if you have 1,000 classes. So minimum requirements are minimum requirements, but attitude is everything. If your attitude is not in the right direction, you're going in the wrong direction. So trust the process, have a perseverance attitude, and don't give up. Keep going, be positive, be dedicated, strive to improve. And the last thing I'll say is that as a higher belt, others are looking at you, and you need to lead by example. Your positivity is contagious, and if you're a purple belt, brown belt, black belt, and you're leading a bad example, guess who's going to follow you? all the green, red, orange, yellow, and white belts are going to look at you and say, well, that's what a black belt, brown belt, or a purple belt looks like. That's what I'm going to look like. And they're going to follow your footsteps. So be positive. Trust the process. Have positive attitude. And persevere. Us.